Hello, 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 hello. My name is Adaja Rosemary Possible. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing my final episode on dating versus close friendships. If you have been following my series on this, I've talked about the differences and how each of them is supposed to work. However, today I'm going to be talking about certain timelines in relationships, not only dating but also close friendship and every other relationship with the opposite gender. I think this is really important because a lot of people have been made Lord of the Rings because of their patience, a lot of sisters. And this is really not something anyone would want to be caught up in. And a lot of people have been dating for over 7, 8 years. Now, it's not that if the girl does not want to marry you, she wants to. But because even though there was a definition, because there are no definite timelines set to the relationships, it became stressful and it became prolonged as well. This will be a very short one. The only thing involved here is that you need to set timelines, right? You cannot be in talking stage with someone for 7 months, a year, talking stage. What are you talking? Excuse me, what are you people talking? No, what are you talking? It gets really draining for you because you find out it's not progressing. No human being wants to be stagnant at any stage. So, and then you cross that stage and you get into the close friendship. It also should not be dragged for too long. It should have a limit, a timeline. Now, there should be flexibility. This does not necessarily mean that if there's a timeline, it cannot be adjusted given the circumstances or contingencies or things that come up. No, it only means that you have something you're working with, and this is especially if both of you are not ready yet because of financial constraints or something of the kind. You give yourself a timeline so that you work on these issues. And the whole point about goal setting is that you you have a timeline for it. A goal that does not have a timeline is not a goal, it's a nourish. It is a nourish. So certain timelines is really, really, really important. In fact, it cannot be overemphasized. It is important. Now, how can you do this? During the talking stage, you cannot. A lot of us sisters cannot control the talking stage because obviously you can force someone to make a move when he's not doing that yet, right? But what you can do is to ensure that you don't sabotage yourself because you're in the talking stage with someone. What you can do is that you can just go out, hang out with other brothers, just be yourself, have fun. And then when he makes the move, you should ask for a definite timeline for it. How long are we doing this? What time frame are we looking at? Do not get into something without a definite timeline. Because have you ever been made Lord of the Rings? Now this may not necessarily just be about the dating stage. It can also move into the engagement. You've been engaged for 7, 8 years. Okay, let me just What are you still doing there? No, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? Do you know the funny thing? It will get really funny if at the end of it the person just wakes up one day and says, I'm tired, or says, because you did so and so, we can't continue with this. Now, I know there is no manual for this, and it does work for some people. But for your sake, your sake, create timelines and communicate it to the person. Now, some of us don't do this because we are trying not to be desperate and stuff. Let me tell you what, it's actually desperation when you do not communicate your expectations because you don't want the person to walk away. When you lower your standards because you do not want the person to walk away. That is what desperation is. That is the real definition of it. When you communicate your standards and he is not comfortable with it, by all means, he can go. If he's really interested, he should tell you that this and this and this are my plans, and I hope to accomplish this at so time. And then you can hold him by his word. Create timelines and stick to them. No matter the stage that you are in, talking stage, close friendship, dating, engagement, whatever they are, create timelines. Have a goal that you would achieve at so and so point and work towards it. Thank you for coming to my channel today. Woo! Bye. Please subscribe. Just click the button below and subscribe to my channel.